Yes, David, we believe that news conference we're expecting from Hamid Karzai may be a little delayed, but right now we can speak to one of the other key participants in this, the NATO Secretary General. How would you sum up what you've decided today?
It's been a very positive international conference, and the most important point seen from a security perspective is that we have now created a framework for a gradual transition to lead Afghan responsibility when conditions permit.
So we're all hearing about 2014. How do you get there? Do you have the names of the provinces and when you're going to hand them over? Do you have a timetable for this whole procedure?
No, I can't give you names of provinces, but our goal is to hand over lead responsibility to the Afghans when conditions permit. And I share the ambition expressed by President Karzai that the Afghan security forces should be able to take lead responsibility all over Afghanistan by the end of 2014. To reach that goal, we need to train and educate Afghan soldiers and Afghan police, and we are on the right track.
Of course, some of your forces are already starting to pull out. The Dutch are going to pull out of Afghanistan, the Canadians are going to pull out. Don't you think that the Afghan people, when they hear all this talk of transition, think or fear that you might be about to abandon them?
We are definitely not going to abandon the Afghan people. On the contrary, we will stay committed also beyond the date when our combat mission ends. We will never allow extremists to overthrow the democratically elected government of Afghanistan. We will never allow the Taliban to get a safe haven in this country. We will never sacrifice basic human rights, including women's rights. So our goal is to hand over responsibility to the Afghans when conditions permit, but we will stay committed also beyond the date when our combat mission ends.
Of course, the backdrop to this conference is very grim, isn't it? A rising death toll of your troops, record number of troops dying last month, over 100, the resignation of General McChrystal, really tough times.
Yeah, but what you are seeing is that we send in more soldiers, and more soldiers give more fight. What you are seeing is that we are attacking Taliban sanctuaries in Helmand and Kandahar, and of course they fight back hard. So you will see more fight and unfortunately also more casualties. But it's part of our strategy to prepare the country for a gradual transition to lead Afghan responsibility.
Secretary General, thank you so much for joining us live here on Al Jazeera. David.
James, thank you very much.